I bought the shiplap, the shiplap, the shiplap, I bought it. I went to Lowe's and got the shiplap. Pretty excited about this because this is what I do. This is the first thing I think that is something that I would do for my job, my regular work. My regular line of work is shiplap. So, kind of an expert on this part. Normally it's a new construction, so it is a bit different. I have to remove the lights. I like to start at the ceiling, so I'm gonna remove the lights first, turn off the breaker, take down the lights, run some shiplap, and then I'm just gonna put those old lights back temporarily until we decide on some new lights. And when I say we, I mean Cassie decides on some new lights for over the mirrors over each sink. Okay, taking down the lights. Nope, flipping the breaker, taking down the lights, running a couple pieces of shiplap, putting the lights back up, turn the breaker back on, finish the shiplap, cut around the pipes and stuff. Should be fun. Should be a fun afternoon. Let's do it. Some minor adjustments. I wanted to see these two marks. Those marks are directly above each sink. So, had to do a little research on where my sink sits and then line up the wires. And I'm just gonna drill a hole in the, it's like a shadow puppets. I'm just gonna drill a hole in the shiplap. It's made of wood, and we'll mount the new lights to the wood, and we'll just put one screw in the old lights to hold them in place for now. But the lights are taken care of. At least the first run of shiplap can go up before the lights need to be put through the holes, the wires. Let's do that first shiplap, maybe even two.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me.
There's nothing quite as important as a sharp pencil.
lap. I'm gonna put the lap right on that crown mold, right against it, because my bigger crown mold, the crown mold I'm gonna use in here goes right over this crown mold and on top of this. And if you're wondering, I use 2-inch 16 gauge straight nails. In a Metabo HTP 2.5-inch maximum finish nailer, 16 gauge straight nailer. It's got a button on the back that allows compressed air to pass through the gun and come out right here. Really helpful. All right, here we go. Right against the crown wall.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, the leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, the leaves are so unchanging.
$58.5. The center, 2 1/4. 2 1/4. One-inch hole. Another 1-inch hole. Remember this? We use it again to cut the door. Okay, before we do this piece, let's cut the door casing. Door header, top. We're not cutting the door, we're cutting the header of the door, of said door. It's hot today. And I don't mean like summer hot, I just mean hotter than yesterday. I don't want to be a complainer because this is the right temperature. I just wasn't ready for such stifling 70 degrees. Okay, I got a sample piece for thickness. Just set this there and slide this on it and go cut it. So this can go behind that. Come closer, let's show you, let's look at it. This, we need about 1/8 of an inch. That's it. Well, that's gonna be fun to paint later. All right. That's all there is to it. When you guys weren't looking, I went ahead and marked the studs. I found the studs and I marked them. This part, we have to guide our wires through the 1-inch holes. And I'll just pin that direction. Start one at a time. That was way more difficult than it should have been. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Much easier. What did we lose? Our black. Let's do one more. One more before we put the lights back on. Because they'll be dangling in my way if I don't. Same. Turn them on! I feel like I say this a lot. Maybe I say this too much. But it's all downhill from here. Figuratively. Straight down from here. Literally straight down from here. But it's downhill from here. Figuratively. I wonder how many of these will be the same. I'm just gonna keep doing one at a time because the moment I cut two, I'll come in here and it'll be short or too long, which is okay, I could cut it again, but why not just measure one, cut one? You don't have to watch all the cuts, you just watch them come in. And we gotta cut out a plug, and we gotta cut out 6 pipes. Okay. These are gonna be a real pain, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. this is a little bit unbelievable. Without planning it, I didn't do the math. This was my last piece. My goal was to just get it within this height, which it already is. Baseboard height, 7 1/4. And I could just put some blocking back here and cover it. But my last piece, all I had to do was cut off the lap part of the shiplap. See, white, it's like this on the other side, but I cut that off. I'm skeptical if it's ever gonna go in, because the floor does this a little bit, because a trim carpenter laid the tile. But maybe I can push it down and stuff. Force it in with hammers and blocks. Unbelievable. Which, just look at it. If you don't know about shiplap, if you don't know about construction, interior, trim carpentry, just life in general, nothing like that ever happens. That is a full surface of a piece. Look. This flat spot is the spot you see from my thumb to there, a little crack. All I did was rip off this lap on the table saw. It just fits. It's unbelievable. It's not something I'm willing to believe. But I guess I have to. Anyway, probably making too big of a deal out of it. It's just shiplap. But first, the shower pipe that I forgot to turn off and cap before I ripped the shower out. That was definitely an act of God. And then this I don't know why he's taken the time to do things like that for me. I don't deserve anything like that. But shiplap working like that, it's a tiny miracle. All right, let me clean up all my tools and clean up the bathroom a little bit. I'm gonna have to vacuum out all the cracks because they don't have grout. I just did the tile yesterday. Now they're full of sawdust and sheetrock dust. So that has always bothered me. Sheetrock dust is dust of sheetrock. Sawdust is dust of wood. Why isn't it wood dust? Sheetrock dust and wood dust. No, it's sawdust. You don't call sheetrock dust knife dust. You cut it with a knife, but it's not knife dust. Someone fix it. Call Congress. Call your local senator. Tell them, no more sawdust. We want wood dust from now on. All right, let's have a look at this shiplap wall.